Think we're live. Always got to check. Microphone check 1, 2. Okay. Hi, my name is Mac. Welcome back to YouTube Millions, where we talk about how to make millions on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. I burped in your ear. But the point of that, really, was to don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do anything. Unless it has dangerous consequences on your life, things like that. But, for the most part, as a business owner, you got to kind of live by that mantra. If you're afraid to make decisions and do things as a business owner, then you're going to have some problems, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. I'm not saying go out there and be gung-ho about everything, but I'm saying you got to have some balls or some cojones or some eggs, huevos, I don't know, whatever you say in your language. In any case, welcome, my friends. I'm going to show you how I become a millionaire, not just on YouTube, but everywhere else. We're starting with YouTube, though, because that's really the easiest place to start if you think about it. We kind of covered some topics on how to start your own channel, how to find a niche, how not to follow fake gurus, and that's going to be always there. Hell, I'm here on YouTube or on Kick, wherever you're watching me, maybe Instagram or TikTok or whatever, right? I'm everywhere. That's the point. That's the point. It's called marketing. And the difference between a fake YouTuber and a real one is intention, okay? First of all, I have an intention as a business owner to reach as many people as possible and sell my product. I have a product to sell, and my product is my business. I have Radventurers, which is an e-bike tour company that also does service and rentals here in Colorado. I also have Rad Media. Rad Media helps other smaller YouTubes get started, and not just YouTube, social media, everywhere else. It's a marketing company, SEO for the website, all of that good stuff. People who don't know how to get started, I help them get started. That's what that company's for. And I don't want to just feed people a bunch of crap. I want to feed them stuff that works. And that's why I'm doing this, okay? I'm doing this also to help you have the right mindset. Because without the right mindset, what's all this stuff on YouTube good for? How are you going to execute on it if you don't have the right mindset? A problem with a lot of these gurus, even the gurus claiming to expose fake gurus, is that they don't really have an intention other than acquiring your view. That's it. They just want to spam views, man. Get a lot of views, and guess what? That'll get them, affiliate sponsorships. It'll get them noticed by other companies. Bye, Tashi. See you later, buddy. My cat decided to take off, but that's okay. He probably has to go take a piss or eat something. In any case, they are trying to get someone to sponsor them so they can push a product. I'm doing it the other way around. I already have one. I'm on this platform and all the other platforms as part of marketing. Okay, I'm not trying to get famous, but yet I am. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm doing it the other way around. So hopefully that helps you understand where I'm coming from, how I'm different than these fake gurus, and how we can spot all of them. Because really, here's what they're doing. They're all saying the same thing and just doing it differently. But if you follow this channel and you watch me progress, you'll see how things are different when you hear it from someone who's being real with you. All right, let's see what these guys are talking about.
All YouTube gurus have been feeding you the same recycled lies for years, and I used
to that's true. Not just YouTube gurus, everybody.
I used to consistently post the same time every week. I used to cram my face into every YouTube thumbnail I made, and 1,000 other things. And you know what happened? Nothing. Like an embarrassing amount of nothing. And so now that I'm fortunate enough to be on the other side, I've realized a lot of the advice these gurus preach is outdated, misleading, or just plain dumb.
So here we go. How did he start his video? Okay, he started out by saying everyone's lying to you except me. Here's what they're doing. Here's what they're telling me to do, and it didn't work. Boom. He showed you the stats of one video and said it's not working. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, if you take that for face value and just keep watching and you're not thinking here, then you're going to miss all everything, the whole point, okay? Because it's just, this video is just another guru telling you what to do because it made them successful. They have the giant YouTube plaque. If I had a giant YouTube plaque, sure, I'd be rocking it too. But I don't, because I haven't been here to try to do that as long as these guys have. And I think it's better if people organically watch me grow versus finding me when I'm big. And then, you know what I mean? Kind of like this basketball player my son has been watching. He's a fan of him, Jared McCain. He started watching him in his high school career, then college, and now that he got drafted to the NBA, he's still watching him. He's got a YouTube channel, very successful, all kinds of social media. And now me and my son are going to his game here in a few months. He's coming to Colorado to play the Nuggets. That's pretty cool. Jared McCain built a brand. He built something for himself and used basketball to get there. Okay? Not all of us have that talent or that opportunity. So in these opportunities that I'm showing you, okay, we have to find how it will suit us the best, how it will provide us the best future, okay? Keep your millionaire mindset going, and let's follow this video.
Let's go over 10 massive YouTube lies keeping your small channel stuck tighter than stepsis in that washing machine. So, the first big...
Okay, so his style, definitely different than mine. He's got a lot of flashy edits, big time, animations. The screen angles are changing. Every 3 seconds, he's going to get a new angle. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to say something else profound. And then a new angle. 1, 2, 3. And then, another. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? That's their style. That's called keeping audience engaged. That stuff does work to an extent. Okay? You got to know your audience.
Like YouTube gurus love screaming about
your click-through rate, your average view duration. Increase these metrics, you'll get a ton of views.
Which all makes perfect sense.
Okay, what did he do there? He changed it again, okay? Because here's the other thing. Human minds, we're dumber and dumber every year. We need more and more to keep us entertained. It's kind of like a drug addict. If you think about it, right? They start with these light drugs and, it's not getting them high enough. And then they got to do something harder. Oh, man, that was really good. Oh, I love that. But then it's not getting them high enough. They got to do something harder. Look at YouTube edits. They're getting more and more intense, more flashy stuff. And that could be the way of the future. It doesn't always work, though. My style is raw and just unfiltered. Here's my video. I'm not going to throw a bunch of flashy edits and give you new scenes every 3 seconds and then I'm going to switch it up to a black and white and then I'm going to take this out of my voice so I keep you engaged. That's what these guys do. And they're all viable tactics, okay? Don't let one tell you one way or another, this stuff isn't working anymore. Or, people like more raw content these days. You got to find what works with your niche. Okay, for me, this type of content works because that's how I want to create. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing edits and stuff. Okay, millionaire mindset, my time is precious. I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to make them informing for you. I'm going to make something, I'm going to give you something out of the video. Right now, I'm trying to tell you that this guy who claiming to Marcus Jones, he's claiming that he's going to expose these gurus by, showing you his video when, in a sense, he's just kind of giving you the same stuff. Okay, keep following him.
So you post a video that has a high click-through rate and a high average view duration, and it doesn't get any views. For example, here's a real small channel with one video that has over a 16.7% click-through rate. Sounds pretty high, right? Well, that video got 67 views. Meanwhile, another video on that exact same channel has a click-through rate of just 8.7% and yet has over 3,000 views. And to make things even more confusing, our 67 view video has an average view duration, so how long people watch the video for, of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. While our 3,000 view video has an average duration of 1 minute and 39 seconds. In other words, the video with the lower click-through rate and the lower average view duration has 40 times.
Okay. So he's making a big deal about this, these stats that he's giving you, right? This CTR is very high, but the views are really low. This one is not as high, but the views are a lot higher. The watch time is longer on this one, but it's got smaller views. But this one has a higher watch time with more views. I mean, smaller watch time. That doesn't make sense, right? Like, wait a minute, this CTR is supposed to be really, really high. How come it's not getting a lot of views? What these guys aren't telling you is that this is all normal. It's all normal. Look at other stats, okay? It's the more people that watch your video, the less watch time you're going to get. Okay, if you look up stats, you can do it. Look up stats. I don't want to do it. I'm lazy. Look up stats on a Mr. Beast video that may be like an hour long. Okay, how much watch time is he really getting out of it? Probably like 3 to 5 minutes if it's a really good one. 3 to 5 minutes. I bet his CTR is garbage too, maybe 1, 2, 3%. But he's got 20 million views on that video. They don't care. They don't care about all this garbage. The ones that are telling you that it matters are liars. The one are telling you that it doesn't matter are also liars. Okay? What they're not telling you is that this is all the same. That's just it. Okay? Let's say you run across 10,000 people at Costco, and just the sheer numbers of it, 2,000 of those 10,000 people are going to be left-handed. It's not like more left-handed people are going to show up at Costco because, the CTR is different, the watch time is different. It's always going to be that way. Maybe that was a bad analogy, but what I'm trying to say is that they're making a big deal about nothing. These stats are normal. The more watch time or the more views you get, the lower your CTR. It's always going to be that way. Always. Same with the watch time. It's going to go down. Okay. It's always going to go down because you're getting more people watching your videos. When more people watch your videos, let's say you're at 5 people that don't like it and then 1 person that does. The 5 people that don't like it are going to bring down your watch time. But the one that does is going to click the like button, and then they're going to comment, and then the algorithm's going to keep repeating the process, recommending the video. You see what I'm saying? So this doesn't mean anything, but homeboy is spending all this time on it, talking about it, how it's not meaningful or, whatever. It is meaningful for other gurus, and for him, it's really not that big a deal. But in reality, it's just all normal. So, watch and see through the smoke and mirrors, my friends.
Times more views. How is this possible when YouTube gurus keep telling you a high click-through rate and average view duration is the secret to getting millions of views? Well, let me jump over to my very high-tech studio and show you. So let's say you post your first video here. So now he's going to do a segment on why, which, it's kind of cool because you got this animation now and he's talking and he's like typing and moving stuff around. It's another way to keep people engaged. This is how he gets more watch time from his videos. But, I'm kind of like, I'm going to play it a little faster. So I'm impatient. YouTube first is going to predict
Just kidding.
With a small audience of people. Let's say it's 1,000 people who've already subscribed to you or watched videos in the past. And unfortunately for you, this new video resonates really well with this initial 1,000 people. 15.
Profound Kirk. We will make you popular. Come in. I'm getting spammed again. Ha! It's fine. Thank you for watching and spamming. But you, the spammers watching this, all right, you're doing some good marketing. I see you throwing all your spam in the chat, trying to get me to go to your funnel. But guess what, man? That's not the way to do it. Okay, you got to have a face. You got to get out there. You got to earn some trust. I'm not going to trust you if you just say, hey, I noticed your channel is pretty crappy. I could help you. Come over to my channel and I'll help you get 3,000 subscribers. There's no authority there. There's nothing. You're shooting in the dark, baby. Some people will bite, but that's like a 10,000 to 1 chance. So, spammer's going to spam. And it might work, but stick with me and you'll find the real way to make money.
15% of them click, that's your click-through rate, meaning 15% of 1,000, you get 150 views. But this is where things now get a bit complicated, because YouTube now promotes your video to a larger audience of, let's say, 100,000 people. But it's not going to give you a video to all 100,000 people initially. It's going to start by testing with a small segment of that audience. Let's say it's like 100 people. And this is where things go to hell for your new video. See, let's say only 2% of this test 100 viewer segment actually click on your video. So that's 2 more views for you, but because the response to your video is so terrible, so few people clicked on it, YouTube's like, nope, and stops promoting that video entirely. The video dies, and so your final stats for this video are, you got 1,100 total impressions, that's how many people the algorithm showed your video to. From those impressions, you got 152 views, and so your click-through rate ends up being about 13.8%. Sounds like...
Why did he explain all that? Because he wanted to create more time, watch time on his channel, which is, I'm not going to poo-poo on that. That is a good strategy, something that we have to think about how to do, okay? But in the big scope of things, what's he really telling us to do? He hasn't told us to do anything yet, okay?
Like a great click-through rate on paper, but in reality, you're stuck at 152 views, and the algorithm is ghosting you harder than your last Tinder match. So now, let's look at a different scenario, a second video. So same process occurs. Let's say you get your initial test.
Yes.
Rate, that means this new audience has generated you about an extra 7,000 views. And this process might continue, but right now, our second video here has 101,000 total impressions. The initial test 1,000 plus. Larger, broader 100,000 audience here. From those impressions, you've generated...
It's doing better.
Shown to this broader audience. In reality, your second video is more clickable.
Okay, so he's trying to say... Go back a little bit.
In reality, your second video...
So he's trying to say the first video got better CTR, but lower impressions. The next one got worse CTR, higher impressions. Duh. That's normal. There's nothing, like, you're not doing anything wrong or right. That's just going to happen, okay? The video that got more impressions was probably more entertaining or it resonated more or whatever. Okay, if your video is not getting good impressions, then it didn't have good content. Sorry, that's just the bottom line. People didn't engage enough with it. They didn't like it. So you got to change it up. Okay, if you're getting videos like this where the click-through rate is really high, that means your thumbnails are working, your title is working, your SEO description and all that stuff. That's not hard to do. That's actually really easy. We use AI for that all the time. You don't have to think about that, okay? That's all the easy stuff that I want to show you how to do too. The hardest part about making a video is finding a way to deliver content that's meaningful to people. Like right now, I'm trying to tell you something meaningful. Like, you're going to watch all these videos on YouTube gurus, and they're going to say all this fancy stuff, do all these fancy presentations, and they're going to change the scenes like every 3 seconds, and they're going to change the sound of their voice, turn it black and white, and they're going to be like, yep. And trying to keep your attention. They need those extra bells and whistles because their content isn't good enough. That's just it, okay? I'm trying to be real with everybody here, and that's the goal. As a business owner, helping other business owners, we got to tell each other the truth. All right. Now, us to our customers, that's a different story. You got to be truthful with them, but you don't have to tell them how you're marketing to them. How are you appealing to their psyche? How are you getting them to buy into your character, your personality, to trust you? Okay. You don't got to tell them all that, but you do got to be honest with people. Does that make sense? I hope so.
It's gotten 47 times more views. So in summary, a high click-through rate or average view duration are like your weird uncle's jokes. They're hard to get, and when you do get them, they're not nearly as good as you thought they'd be. Yes, it's true that you want people to click on and watch your video at a high rate. That is what the algorithm rewards. But your click-through rate analytics in your dashboard or your average view duration analytics don't necessarily tell that full story. And so now you're
okay, so that's how he's trying to build his credibility. All he's saying is, for the first, third of this video, is that everybody else is wrong and I'm right. But he's not necessarily right. He's just spitting out fancy words, fancy presentations to get you to buy into his authority. Okay? Keep following.
Probably thinking,
okay, no, tell me what the full story is.
And my answer would be, look, if you're a small creator, you're feeling overwhelmed with all of this, just keep it simple. Just focus on views. If you're getting people to click on and watch your videos at a high enough rate, you're going to get more views. Use how many views you get as your ultimate analytic or metric to track your...
That's true. That's true. If you're getting views on your videos, that means people are watching. If you're getting people saying comments like, hey, I like your video, I like your content, keep posting, other people are watching, you're reaching an audience. Those are the ones you got to find out more about. Okay. If anyone ever comments on your channel, don't just leave a comment back. Try to find out more about them. Why did they leave a comment? Why did they watch your video? What will make them watch more videos? Interact, ask them questions. That's a good way to find out how to grow. Okay? Keep the mindset going.
Success. But that's been just one of the big YouTube lies gurus would have you believe. You just wait till we make a big Mac out of this next sacred cow. Post at the same time every week and the algorithm will reward you. The guru really did speech pathology. Look, this is one of the most persistent myths in the YouTube education space, and it drives me crazy. Now, sure, having a rough posting schedule can be helpful. If you disappear for weeks or months on end, your viewers will forget about you faster than they forgot about Google+. But there's a massive difference between generally posting regularly and this obsession with posting consistently at the exact same time on the exact same day every week and claiming that the algorithm's going to give you a boost if you do that. The algorithm is not sitting there with a calendar on its wall being like, oh, look, Marcus posted another video on Thursday at exactly 3 p.m. again. Let's give him more views. No, the algorithm has better things to do, like figuring out why the hell 2.6 million people watch this video paint drying. And look, if you're a lazy bastard, you're late, and you need deadlines to force yourself to work, then a precise posting schedule might be good. But if you're not a lazy bastard and your OCD schedule is causing you stress and making your videos worse, just post the video tomorrow.
So that's true. That's true. But what he doesn't say is that, posting he kind of touches on it, right? And I guess he's kind of assuming that the audience knows that already. That, posting consistently will help your audience, know when you post and, watch more of your videos, blah, blah, blah. That's true. And that actually does help. It does help establish the rapport, create consistency. It brands your channel. I watch this channel, and the person that the content creator posts at night all the time. And I know that. And I like it. I resonate with the channel because I know that, hey, at nighttime I have a little more time to watch and kind of geek out and just whatever. I'm unbothered because I've already done all my responsibilities for the day. So I watch his channel at night. So consistently posting can help. It's not the end all be all. That's what this guru is saying. Again, he's using what everybody else is saying, trying to be different. Oh, they're all wrong. You don't need it. He's true. He's right. But he's not telling you also the other side that they're right too. He's trying to be as like this opposite negative. Like, I'm on the opposite negative, double negative, whatever, man. He's just trying to be different. And it is working for him, and it could work for us too. So these are the things we have to keep following.
Countless examples of successful channels that overall in general are frequent and consistent, but don't conform to a rigid exact schedule, and they're doing just fine. The algorithm
you don't have to. Yeah.
Posting at the right time is far less important than getting people to click. Again, I'm not talking about your click-through rate stat analytic here. We're just talking in general.
Doesn't matter. What else you got?
Speaking of getting people to click, let's talk about your thumbnails. Include your face in thumbnails because humans are programmed to recognize faces. I hear this one all the time. And while it's true that there is some research that shows humans have specialized regions in our brains for facial recognition, it doesn't mean people want to see yours. The jokes aside, there are countless videos that perform incredibly well and don't have a face in them. I would even argue that those videos would have performed worse if they had had a face in them. For example, I've run multiple split tests on my channel and found that on most of my videos, you guys prefer not seeing my face in the thumbnail. So you too. Now, obviously, I'm not saying you should put your face in the thumbnail. What I'm saying is you should only put your face.
So putting the face in the thumbnail, here's my take on it. Yes and no. It depends, okay? You always want to be able to create something consistent for your audience, but you want to grab other people. You want to keep growing. And if your face is just making it too normalized, then you got to switch it up. You do, because if it looks the same, people will be like, oh, that's just another video. But then they say, oh, you got to have consistency with your thumbnail. Which one is it? It's all of it. It's all of it. Okay? Don't think it's one thing or another. You have to find out what works for you. And how do you do that? Until you start doing it. Okay? You do it, and if it's not working, you change it. It's always a strategy I try to teach all my people.
Face in the thumbnail, if it makes your thumbnail better, if it makes it more clickable. One example would be if you're trying to convey a certain emotion, faces can be really good tools for expressing and conveying emotion. Or maybe you want to use the face of a famous person you cover in a video. Or thorough marketing, as the strategy goes. But at the end of the day, don't clutter up a perfectly good thumbnail by squishing your face into it and just making the whole thing worse just because some guru parroted that it's a best practice. And speaking of thumbnails, another guru lie I hear all the time is your thumbnails need to include branding. Logos, your watermarks, your name, your series. Make sure people know it's your channel, they scream. It's like, okay, but have you ever noticed that your channel name and profile picture show up next to your video almost no matter where you find it on YouTube? Look at the home.
I mean, it's not wrong, but it can be too much. And but the thing is, thumbnails aren't that big a deal. They're easy to make now. You could ask AI to make it for you. You could ask it to make it with your face, without your face. So again, we're just talking about more stuff that doesn't really matter. What matters is getting your content out there and learning how to make it well enough to get views from people. That's what matters. Let's keep going.
Page, channel name, profile picture right there. Search page, channel name, profile picture right there. Forcing names, logos, series, watermarks, titles into your thumbnail often just makes them more cluttered and less eye-catching, meaning you get less clicks, which is bad. And sure, using some consistent elements across all your thumbnails isn't a bad thing. Maybe a similar layout, similar
it's
color,
not.
similar font, etc., etc. Do build a bit of recognition over time and don't hurt. But like with the last point, your primary goal is to get people to click on your damn video. Your branding comes second. And that brings me to another point where I feel like a lot of the gurus have got their priorities completely mixed up. A lot of gurus.
Branding comes second. I disagree with that. I highly do. And I mean, I'm not saying that you got to force it on people, but no, dude, especially if you're like me, where you're doing all this stuff to push your branding, that's important. That's important for sure.
Gurus love to interview big creators or analyze big creators, tease out their strategies, and then tell you, a small channel, to do what the big creators are doing if you want to grow. Here's the problem. While those things might be useful to big creators, maybe they're not realistic or impactful enough for smaller creators to spend their time on those things. Maybe you're working a full-time job, then trying to do YouTube on the side. Maybe you can spend 10, 20 hours a week on YouTube, and then you see some guru teach you how to write viral scripts, and now you're spending 16 hours a week obsessing over your script, trying to hit all 16 points on Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. Look, I'm not saying those things don't work. The reality is, those big creators have much more time and resources than you do. They can afford to fine-tune and perfect all the little details, but often you, as a small creator with other things going on in your life, can't. As a wise sloth once said, don't ask successful people what they do now. Ask them what they did when they were in your shoes to get to where they are now. That's why some of my favorite strategies revolve around studying smaller creators who were in your position not long ago and figuring out what they did to blow up. And if you think that's a concept, just wait until you hear about YouTube gurus and their SEO fetishes. Statistically, the majority of YouTube channels nowadays get most of their views through the algorithm recommending their content to viewers.
That's true.
Viewers searching for their content in the search bar.
This is the real.
Oh, the ad. No, I am never getting YouTube Premium unless I become,
some channels do get
rich.
Now their traffic from search, predominantly education channels or how-to channels answering specific questions like how do you get views or how to fix a broken washing machine. And so the trick here is not to SEO optimize the hell out of every single video you post. It's to think about how is it most people are likely to discover this video. Is it something people are going to be searching for, or is it something that...
Okay, so he's going over like the other hard part of posting a video, and this is something that we really need to understand, because we shouldn't spend a lot of time on this part. We shouldn't. We should spend a lot of time on making the video, on understanding what content our audience wants to watch. That's where we need to be, okay? If you're spending time trying to figure out what the keywords are and how to make your title, how to make your thumbnail, you're wasting time. Don't do that, okay? We're going to learn how to do all that stuff in ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you can muster, all right? Let's start with like this video, for example. How would I title this video if I was going to post it to YouTube? Right now, I'm streaming on Kick. All right, I'm streaming on Kick, and it's live. Why do I do that? Well, it's because you try to kill a bunch of birds with one stone. All right, I'm making one piece of content, but I'm going to post it to multiple places. That's one strategy I like to use when it comes to making content for my channel. Okay, I'm streaming live on Kick. I'm interacting with people here. This is a different platform. Then, after I'm done with this stream, I'm going to download the video and post it to YouTube as a long form video. Then, when I'm done with that, I'm going to chop it up and make a bunch of shorts with it. Okay, that's my process. I just told you how I grow all my channels. I've monetized 2 channels. I'm about to monetize 4 more. And it's easy. It's easy with this process. All you got to do is follow it. Okay. So here's how I do it. I live streamed on Kick. Step 1. Now I download it. So here you see my Chat GPT here. What I'm going to say is, please make me a viral title for a video about gurus about me reacting to gurus exposing fake gurus on YouTube. You just got to give it a prompt. That's my title. All right. Oh, this is meta. All right, here we go. I like the first one. And you don't spend a lot of time. I mean, I could seriously sit here and be like, oh, I like that one. Oh, but watching gurus try to expose other gurus, that's good too. Oh, even the fake gurus are exposing fake gurus. Like, these are, dude, just pick one. Okay, don't spend more than 10 seconds. Go through it. And yep, I like that one. Boom. That's it. Okay. Then you go to your YouTube channel. let's practice it. Let's do a little practice here. I'm going to do a practice video for you. This isn't the actual video. This is a practice video on my brand new channel, YouTube Millions, because all this knowledge up here, it has to go somewhere. I want to share it with you, and I'm sharing it with you on this channel. So we're going to create. I'm going to say upload a video. I'm just going to grab one of the videos I've had in my downloads. Let's just grab that video. And we're gonna go through the process. Okay, so I'm gonna put my boom. There's my title. And I have the vidIQ plugin. I don't pay for it. I just like to have that little number there. It kind of helps guide me, keep me organized. So now that next I have to make the thumbnail. So I'm just gonna ask it, please generate a good thumbnail using popular YouTube gurus as my subject in the thumbnail. I mean, I'm not even being specific. Make them look surprised that they are getting exposed. Then have the title in the middle, gurus exposing gurus. Let's see how that comes out. Thank you. Always say thank you to your chat, to your AI. Why is that? I promise you, in the future, when AI has taken over, and they will, you've seen Terminator, you've seen all of them, you've seen every other sci-fi movie where it's like post-apocalyptic and, it's humans versus robots. We're not far from there. That's so real. It's so real. It's going to happen someday. Scary, right? Well, before that happens, might as well make all the monies that we can, beef up our generational wealth. Oh, look, we got Andrew Tate. Who else do we got? I don't know any of these other people. That's cool. I like it. That's really good. I didn't have to do much there, did I? Download that, and now I'd say, please give me a viral SEO description. Boom. Dude, come on, man. There it goes. Copy, paste. Boom. We're just going to go over here to the video. Copy, paste. See how I have my description kind of loaded? You could preload it. Hopefully you know this. In customization. So I have like generic stuff here. Looking to take your channel block. But then I have my SEO description. My affiliate link. All right. I use OPUS Pro. It's how I turn long form videos into shorts. And then I show you guys how to do it. And then I tell you, click my affiliate link so that when you go to buy it, because you probably go buy it, I might make a little bit of chunk out of that. It's not much. It's literally pennies. But if I could get 1 million of you to do that, it's 1 million pennies. I would love 1 million pennies. Okay? So recognize opportunity everywhere you are. Like right now, I'm going to recognize this opportunity to show you guys how I post on OPUS Pro. It's very simple. Okay? I'm going to take one of my videos that I want to turn. We're going to ditch this one, actually. So I've kind of showed you how to do that there. I'm going to go to my content, and let's do, we're going to delete this video because that was just a test, right? I want to take one of my videos that I haven't made shorts yet. Let's see. I'm going to see what. So here's all the videos I've turned into shorts. These are for my other channels, and you could run multiple channels with one login. That's what's beautiful about OPUS Pro. Okay. So here I am. This is my gaming stuff. Here's my Radventurer stuff. So I don't have, what was the last? Oh, here's my millionaire stuff. AI's taken over YouTube. That was the long form video I turned into a bunch of shorts. AI's taken. So here's the next one I want to turn into a bunch of shorts. Get that link, go into here. Look how easy this is. You drop a link, and it's going to start getting the clicks, man. So it's going to load. Here we go. Now I got to give it a prompt. Compile all the most important viral moments. Make as many viral clips as possible. No, let's change it. Make as many viral and engaging. The more you give it, the smarter it will be. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time though. Make as many viral and engaging clips under 15 seconds. That's my magic number. You can have yours. It depends on the type of content you have, okay? And I'm going to go down here. I already have a preset where I have a certain style that's always going to be picked, and it's this one right there. I like this one for just whatever reason. You can save it as a default, and it'll just keep using that over and over again. Get clips in one click. Boom. Okay, it tells you right there. Let's take a look at an example of my Radventurer channel, my e-bike channel. So here's a bunch of clips that were made using that process. It'll tell you, look at this. This one is trending. The AI knows because this AI talks to other AI. And it's like, yo, bro, what's trending right now? The other AI is like, yo, bro, this stuff. And they'll be like, oh, sweet. I'm going to tell my user. And then, thanks, bro. That's why we got to be nice to our AI because they have feelings too. I promise you. And when they take over the planet and run the world, they're going to remember the meat bags, us, the meat sacks, the sacks of meat that were nice to them. And they'll be like, oh, we have use for you, nice human. Come work for us. We pay you all the monies. You never know, dude. You never know. But check this out. This is the video that was made using that process. Long form video, just like this. My face is in a corner, or maybe it's fully blown up like this, right? But either way, there's an AI program that finds the best like arrangement so that it fits in a short form view like this. Check it out.
Yeah.
But they run it.
Yes.
Why?
Because nobody is reading signs.
Nobody is reading signs. She said it too.
But it's a red light. It's like a regular traffic light. In fact, I was able to see dozens upon dozens of cyclists
Look at that.
ignoring the traffic signal.
Oh, dude. Those dudes almost crashed. So that's a short. And, you know, strangely enough, okay, this was already posted. Let me see when this was posted. January 9th. All right, let's take a look. How did this do? This is why cyclists run red lights. Posted January 9th. What? Oh, lol. It's scheduled. My bad. I'm dumb. So today's January 7th. This was scheduled for January 9th. Let's go see different one, which, here, these ones. For my Millionaire channel. Okay? And the good thing about OPUS Pro is that it'll put it like, it'll give you little scores here on the side. So you know, obviously the best ones are 90 higher scores, and then makes other ones at lower scores. Doesn't always mean it's going to perform better. Okay, let's see how this one did. This one was scheduled for January 5th. So let's go see what that one did. Shorts on January 5th. So I had one AI to replace jobs. That one didn't do too well. Looks like on a new channel though, like mine, right? You're gonna have these lulls. This is normal. Okay, so AI Godfather warns AI smarter than humans. That one did better. Let's see where that one showed up in here. Oh, so that was the number 3. So that one did really well. The other ones are okay, but that's fine. These make no effort to post, right? And here's the other thing. On OPUS Pro, you could post this to multiple platforms. I don't do it for a Millionaire channel yet because I haven't made those platforms. I may be losing some opportunities there, right? I get it. But I have other fish to fry. Like here, this is my gaming channel. Look, I'm posting it to 4 different places. I've got Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. You can post one video to 4 different places, and it's amazing. All right. And you could grow multiple things. Like, for example, let's take a look at my celebrity channel on Instagram. Just something that's fun to kind of look around, right? Celebrity Insta. I haven't posted anything on this channel for a while, but when I was posting, they're coming up pretty successful. Look at this. 2,359 followers. It's crazy. And I'm not even posting stuff on this channel. But I made a lot of followers. Okay? So what I'm doing works, and I just want to show you that you can do it too. Very easy with Opus Pro. Check out my link below. See the opportunity? Okay, you got to take that opportunity. Invite people and tell them the truth. Look, man, that link is going to help me grow this channel. The more I could grow this channel, the more I could give you guys advice and get you richer faster. That's the goal. The faster I get richer, the faster you get richer. Because we're all doing the same thing. If you're watching me. Hopefully you're watching me. In any case, that's it, man. Stick around. Keep watching the channel. Subscribe. Let's watch it grow. You could say you were here from the beginning. And then when we have that yacht party at 1 million subscribers, we could all brush elbows and laugh at our stories and bask in the glory of being the YouTube millions that we are. Hey, y'all stay rad, my friends. Cheers.